Oh, we a couple hours away from peak now, baby. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your favorite optimistic, but after seeing the patch notes, realistic Dragon Ball fan, back with another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video. Most notably, our final Sparking Zero video before Daima DLC Pack 2 Early Access officially goes live tonight. And I wanted to make sure I got this video out ahead of time because even with us being, what, about 48 hours give or take removed from not only the trailer finally dropping for this DLC, but also the patch notes for this next season going live, there's still a couple of particulars that we're not too sure about still, right? Even with all of that happening, they still left us a little bit of room for speculation. So that's going to be the entire point of this video, along with a little bit more information here and there that I feel like you guys need to know. So if you guys have been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content recently, whether it be Sparking Zero, Genshin Squadra, which trust me, I have not forgotten about. Sparking Zero is just kind of doing a little bit of the dead cat bounce right now. I hope it stays around, but you know, we'll have to see in the next couple of weeks how good this DLC does for the game. Maybe you've been enjoying the Demon Slayer content, anime stuff, comic stuff. We do a lot over here. If you've been enjoying all of that, consider leaving a like on the video for more. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload because we've been going absolutely crazy, especially the past week, I would say. And let's hop right in. So on the official Dragon Ball Games Twitter account, I'm just gonna knock this out really quick because I doubt anybody really, I mean, maybe this is your favorite Dragon Ball movie of all time, I'm not judging, but Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13 is now streaming for free on YouTube. So if you're a fan of the Android 13 movie, you can now watch this for free on YouTube. I'm pretty sure, I'm not advocating for this, but I'm pretty sure you could find this relatively easily before, but now it's just gotten even easier for you. You can just look it up on YouTube and it's streaming for free for the next 3 days thanks to the release of LF Android 13 coming to Dragon Ball Legends. So shout out to Legends for, you know, let me not go too hard on Legends. Legends has been kind of dry recently, especially with Genshin Squadra kind of pushing it to the side. Now we got a new Sparking Zero DLC kind of taking even more of the wind out of the sails of Dragon Ball Legends, and it's just kind of a dry period for them right now. I mean, I know Legends Fest is in what, like 8 weeks or something like that, so that'll definitely be a good period of time for the game. Maybe I'll even come back around that time. We'll see what's happening, but Genshin Squadra is just on a tear right now, so that's kind of why it feels extra dry for Legends at this point in time. But moving on from here is just a little bit of general Dragon Ball news, you know, hashtag Dragon Ball Watch Party if you're into that type of thing. This is going to be the official Daima Character Pack 2 trailer that we'll go a little bit more in depth over in a second, but this is what I really wanted to show you guys. So scheduled maintenance, if you guys woke up this morning expecting the early access Starr to be out, scheduled maintenance is going to be later today, planned for September 21st from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. PDT, and September 22nd from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. CEST. During this time, as always, of course, ranked match in the World Library and custom battle will be unavailable. So I went ahead and already pulled this up for you guys. This obviously isn't going to be every time zone. I wanted to show you this website though. It's called Savvy Time. So if you need to convert these times right here, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. PDT to your time zone, I would use this website if I were you guys. So for EST, that's going to be 6 p.m. for us. I do live, you know, on the East Coast of the United States, so that's going to be 6 p.m. for me. EDT also 6 p.m. obviously, and CDT is going to be 5 p.m. So once again, I would use this website Savvy Time right here. Here's a couple of other converters on the side. I don't really know what any of these time zones right here are, but if you need to, you know, convert this to wherever you live, this website is right here for you. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of pull up for you guys was everything that I'm more or less speculating on when it comes to the Dragon Ball Daima DLC Pack 2, because there's a couple of things that I mentioned in the reaction video that I still wasn't too sure about, and I've seen online on Twitter and on Reddit and in the comments specifically that other people are kind of confused and speculating on a lot of this stuff still as well. So let's just take it from the top. All right, so obviously I'm sure you guys have a lot of the same questions that I do when it comes to Mini Goku and Mini Vegeta specifically. How are they going to do this? Especially when it comes to Mini Daima Goku. One of the first things that I noticed with this trailer, and I think I was just so hyped that I didn't even mention this at first, but where is Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Goku? That's one of the biggest red flags for me outside of there being no Tamagamis, right? Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Goku is the one that transformed into Super Saiyan 4. So the fact that they kind of just made up this transformation animation right here that we'll see in a second, with Goku going from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 4, that didn't even happen. I think it's, yeah, right here. This didn't even happen. Obviously, I'm not mad at this, and this leads me to another question as well. What are they going to do when it pertains to the technique switching equipment? If you guys remember, the first technique switching equipment we got in the game was for Daima Goku, for the pre-order bonus character Daima Goku, the one that we got when the game first came out. He started out as base, his character was really trash, and then when we got our second DLC a couple of months ago, I think in April if I'm not mistaken, they gave him a technique switching equipment that allowed him to go into Super Saiyan from base now, and it gave him a couple of other moves too, which made him a much better character, mind you. But when it comes to this DLC, obviously it looks like Super Saiyan Goku is going to be transforming into Super Saiyan 4, so this leads me to believe I don't think they're gonna give him like another, you know, technique switching equipment. I think they're just gonna update the one that he already has to have this transformation now.
I'll finish this quick.
But I could be wrong. But I feel like that's, you know, like the obvious best case scenario, right? They're just gonna update what he already has. And it looks like he'll be getting another ult. Obviously, he'll be getting 2 new skills, 2 new super attacks. That's what seems to be going on here, right? But when it comes to Vegeta, I'm not too sure. People are saying that, at least people that I've seen on Reddit in particular, they're saying this, Vegeta still seems to be transforming from something. Now, when it comes to adult Daima, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I'm kind of skeptical about these two because the way they edited this trailer, like I said in the beginning, it left a lot of room for speculation. This little Dragon Ball cutscene right here, I don't know if they just edited this in for like dramatic effect. If this is in the game, this is going to be pretty cool, but this could literally be anything. Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, I feel like him specifically, this looks like an intro. Now, when we get to Vegeta, it's kind of a different story because his is almost obviously a transformation animation. I, you know, reserve the fact to be wrong about that. Vegeta specifically looks like a transformation animation, and we'll get to that in a minute. Goku, I'm not too sure though. Goku could be a standalone character slot. Obviously, I hope that he's a transformation for maybe like Goku End or something like that. This right here, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, guys, you can't tell me that's not a transformation animation. Now, we'll know in a few hours for sure, but this whole Vegeta sequence right here, this is almost exactly what his mini version looks like when he transforms, right? It's pretty close to his transformation animation. So if this is the case, and at the same time, the way that they promoted the graphic as well for the 6 playable characters that we're about to get, it also makes it seem like these are going to be individual character slots as well. Now, I know that in past DLCs, obviously we got, you know, the base versions of the character and their transformations. And this version, since they're only promoting the transformations being mini Super Saiyan 4, adult Super Saiyan 4, and adult Super Saiyan 3, it's kind of like a 50-50, right? And even in this brings me back to the second Daima, or the first Daima DLC as well. They promoted the technique switching equipment, if I'm not mistaken, in the promo graphic for that too. So this could potentially mean one of two things. Either the technique switching equipment update that we're hoping for mini Daima Goku is only going to be shown once the update goes live, or it's just going to be a standalone character. I hope it's the former, because the latter would just really disappoint me, especially if all 3 of these characters are standalone character slots and not transformations in some capacity. Even if it's only mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I would still be disappointed about the other 2, but at least we get the mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku transformation, right? So this is just me trying to be optimistic. I know a lot. Oh, that's so fire, man. That animation is so freaking clean, bro. This is me just trying to be optimistic, you know, given all of the mixed reception already for this character pack or this DLC. I know a lot of people are disappointed, including myself, that even though, don't get me wrong, there's some hitters in this DLC, we knew all these guys were coming, and outside of the stage as well, this just being all we get, you know, no mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, no mini Piccolo, no Shin, no Tamagamis, no customizations, no custom battles. This being all we get in the big final DLC for this season pass, it is a little disappointing, right? Especially if these guys are standalone characters and they don't transform from what I would assume would be Goku and Vegeta End. it would be really disappointing, man. Now, it would make sense, I guess, because I feel like they would have to be attached to a base form Goku Daima and Vegeta Daima adult version, right? But I don't know. We'll see in a couple of hours. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Adult Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Majin Buu, Buff Goma, and Giant Goma coming to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero later on today for season pass holders. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you guys. A little bit of an underwhelming pack for their final big DLC of the year, the final DLC of this season pass, and the patch notes aren't really doing it any more justice either. They're kind of dry as well, but I'm still trying to remain optimistic nonetheless. So if you guys stayed this far into the video, congratulations, because I do kind of have an announcement. I do gotta work out a couple of other things here, ask a few more questions before I can fully announce and do this, but we could potentially be having a little bit of a giveaway for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. More information on that in later videos. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on this week, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments, did you get everything you wanted with this DLC? Are you going to be playing early access tonight? And if you are particularly disappointed in this DLC, what exactly were you hoping for on top of these characters, right? Because these are the characters that were almost mandatory this time around. I know me in particular, I was hoping for obviously Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Goku, pretty much everything that we listed a little bit earlier. The Tamagamis, at least Tamagami 1, right? Because he helped fight Goma, and we're getting Goma in this pack. So no Tamagami 1 is kind of weird. I feel like Tamagami 3 should have been in the last DLC pack. So to not have any of them at all is kind of weird. Shin and Piccolo, I guess they were kind of, it depended on how generous they wanted to be, right? We could have gotten like a 3-stage pack. That would have been cool. We haven't gotten any new custom battles since the Hero of Justice pack in January, which is ridiculous, right? No updates to custom battles outside, well, no new custom battle content, no updates to episode battles, no new what ifs. It's just for them to want this game to do so well, they kind of just do the bare minimum and expect the, the community to just carry the rest, right? And I just feel like that's a bad recipe for the game, because this could have been everything we wanted from a Dragon Ball game ever, and they just, I don't know, man. Communication hasn't been there. They're doing the bare minimum. I don't want to go too hard. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think, fellas. Have a great day, and I will see you all in a couple hours. Peace out, my boys.